Hello, I'm going to talk about Chapter 8. Um, Chapter 8 is about leadership in organizations, and leadership in organizations is huge. If you want to be successful, you have to have strong and prominent leadership in a company, organization, uh, or business, whatever you want to call it. It is so important. Institutional um, leadership. Um, Organizations is can create a shared meaning. Organizations can be like a team or group where they form their own language, hierarchy, ceremonies, customs, and beliefs. Um, so yeah, the culture organizations have a specific culture. It's very defined. It's not or it's pretty defined. Sometimes they're not defined, but you can basically tell what the culture of an organization is when you are in it. I learned about how organizational culture is divided into three levels. It's divided into assumptions, values, and symbols. Assumptions are things that get assumed, such as power or what is true for the group. So, you in a group when you can assume certain power, you can assume the reality of the truth of the group. Values are what the organization believes or feels. Every company, every organization has values. Sometimes they're not defined, sometimes they're hidden, sometimes you don't even know. But every company does have values. They have them written somewhere. They have them believed somewhere. People will tell you what their values are, even if their values uh, aren't even really values. They'll at least say that we don't value much, or we do value a lot, or we just don't abide in them very much. But everybody has there's something that you have values, and you every company does. Values are expressed through slogans or mission statements. So every most like I said, most companies you ask them what their mission statement is or their slogan. They have it written somewhere. They're in their manual or uh, training. There's somewhere there has a value of what their goals are, what they believe in for the company. Um, and then we have symbols. Symbols are things that show assumptions or values that examine the organization in detail. Symbols are kind of like uh, I don't know. They're ways to show what their values are. It's kind of a logo or a shape or uh, just detailed explanation, not just written, but detailed explanation to show you what they value or what they believe in. Some symbols and artifacts include language, stories, myths, rites, rituals, written materials, metaphors, dress, and physical appearance, buildings, products, technology, heroes, logos, office decor. So there's very many things that are symbols or artifacts. We learned about rituals, rites, routines in regards to what the patterns of behavior are. There are nine rights to or of an organization. Um, there are rites of passage, rites of degradation, rites of enhancement. There is rites of renewal. There is rites of conflict reduction. There is rites of integration, rites of creation, rites of transition, and rites of parting. Um, just to kind of explain those briefly, rites of passage are events that mark important changes. Enhancement are rites, a way to raise the standing of an organization. Renewal is a way to evaluate the company. Conflict reductions, how companies solve conflict. Integration is a way to bring subgroups together. Creation is a way to honor and celebrate an organization. Um, Transition is a way to prepare organization for changes in the future, And then finally, rites of parting is a way for members to say goodbye through a ceremony or meeting, usually over a meal or something. But yeah, that's chapter 8. Thank you.